Egypt, the jewel of the ancient world, home of the glorious pyramids, the powerful pharaohs and many more wonders. A land with such rich history that only Greece could compare to it, being the land of ancient warriors and wise philosophers. Although they are not far from each other, in the past there was only one known route for trade and travel between them, the Mediterranean Sea. And now, this ancient route has been restored by Cairo cruises. Imagine the possibility of visiting some of the most historically rich sites, traveling on the same route as ancient kings and brave explorers, feeling what they have felt when they saw the wonders of these countries for the first time. Now, we are going to make that possible. We offer you the opportunity to invest in a profitable market that is becoming more popular by the minute. We are offering an 8-day package containing the flight from and to Cairo of unforgettable experiences, 2 days in the city of Cairo and its outskirts, visiting the most popular bazaar in Africa, the pyramids of Giza, prized as the last complete existing wonder of the ancient world, and the Egyptian Museum offering its visitors more than 120,000 items of the ancient world. Also, the Hanging Church, the oldest Christian church in Cairo, followed by a trip to Alexandria, the link between Greece and Egypt, and an attraction to tourists from all over the world because of its Roman theater, Greco-Roman Museum, Fort of Quipe. And after that is where the true journey begins, with our main product, a cruise from Egypt to Greece and back. The cruise will take the remaining 5 days, visiting the island of Rhodos and the fabled city of Athens. In Rhodos, tourists will be able to see the old town, the ruins of the Temple of Venus and the Acropolis. From the island, the tourists will be taken to the city of Athens, where buses rented for them will take them to the Acropolis, the monastery of Daphne, Agra and more. From there, the cruise makes the journey back to Egypt. Our plan is based on taking advantage of the political situation and using their policy to benefit our company. First of all, the locations chosen to visit in Egypt are not a political concern and could probably be considered the safest places there are right now because of their religious and historical meaning. As for the Greek part, the best thing is that we are just passing through, not affected by the crisis at all, and can even contribute to the economy. We have chosen a market which brings billions to the tourism sector, and despite any political situation in Egypt, any government would want additional income. The tour is oriented towards elderly and educated people who are interested in history. Furthermore, elderly people become a more important target group in tourism because of demographical changes. There is a growing number of elderly getting a higher pension. This means that they have more time and more money to travel. In many developing countries, particularly in Latin America and Asia, increases of up to 300% of the elderly population are expected by 2025. By 2050, there will be 2 billion people over the age of 60, 80% living in developing countries. We want to attract also history or archaeology students, and young people with income of 30,000 or more as well. Also, Asian people are a new upcoming group that will have a growing influence and importance on the tourism market. Every year even more people of their population are going to travel, and they have a growing interest in other cultures and their history. Not to forget the group business, which yields higher commissions, about 1,500 per person for their cruise. Also, if you look at the statistics, you can see why this is a good investment. Athens has its major part of tourists from the EU with over 13,000 tourists, which is 70% from all the tourists for 2010. Second place are the Americans and Asians with 500,000 tourists. Rhodos Island was extremely successful in the field of tourism during 2010 and 2011. There is 21% growth in comparison with the previous years. The island is most visited by German tourists with 12% growth. Second place is for the Italian tourists who hit 39% growth. The statistics show extremely high percentage of Russian tourists in comparison with last year, and the growth is 50%. Cairo is maybe one of the most attractive destinations for tourism. Most of the tourists are from European countries, almost 80%. Second place is for the Americans and Asians. Our market is one of the most profitable ones. A typical cruise can earn you 300 in commissions per person. Research indicates that it takes 35% less time to sell and book a cruise compared to land vacations. Cruises have a higher percentage of satisfied customers than any other vacation experience. And the cruise industry enjoys a high level of repeat clientele. Repeaters generate referral business. We would also like to remind you that the political and economical crisis are temporary, but the historical values will always be there, and invite people to visit the countries for a long time. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.